I'm Gary Watson. I'm the principal of Watson Legal Advisors. My role is to ensure that the decision that you do make is an informed one. Entering into an aged care home is difficult. It's exceptionally difficult for the family members that usually have to manage the process. Mistakes can be made if you don't seek proper advice, and those mistakes can be costly. Sometimes up to $100,000 over a period of time or more. I think everybody should get legal representation and financial representation when entering into an aged care home. It's just like selling your house or getting a will. You go to the professional to do that. You don't do it yourself, because if you do, you'll miss out on funding, or you'll be incorrectly assessed, or there might be things that you're entitled to that you don't even realise. I think it's very important that anyone considering or looking forward to having to transition to aged care start seeking out advice from people like myself and financial advisors. The best time to start considering advice and looking for advice is when you feel the need is arising. I would recommend a 2-year period if you know about it. Don't leave it. If you know about it and you think it's going to be in 2 years' time, start working on it there. Engage a legal advisor like myself to advise on the sale of the property that you have, other things, and how best to arrange finances through our financial planning arm to fund the process of getting in there, minimising the cost of getting in there. That's important that that's done prior to entry into the home. Sometimes it's not possible because it just happens overnight, but where it is possible, it can make quite a difference to the cost to have everything assessed and organised before the date you're entering. That way you can look at what do we do with the home, what do we do with different various assets that might be held. There might be a holiday house, there might be caravans, there might be extra cars and things. And the last thing you want is a fire sale to realise all the assets. The initial process is there'll be a telephone conversation that we'll have to ascertain where we go and what we need to do. To help me with that, we'll send out a questionnaire that we ask you to fill in, which will help us guide us where we need to go with the advice, and then we'll have a full conference, and that conference will involve much more detailed information and really ascertaining where you are in terms of assets, liabilities and income, so that we can start assessing the means test in advance and looking at options, all the various options that are available to fund the accommodation. The questionnaire will help sons and daughters of the person that has to enter aged care to understand what information is required in advance, and give them time to organise all that information, documents that have to be obtained.